Hey guys, it's Will. In this one, we're going to go over Rocket Lab stock as they have pulled back massively. A nasty 9% to 15% dip recently is not what you want to see as an investor, but what I will tell you is that the involvement from the government in the company is pretty large as a factor in their growth. And if they see the government having some second guesses on contracts, then you might see some of the revenue decrease. And while I do like the company long term, they also have had major changes over the last 24 hours. And speaking of the last 24 hours, we made a really nice trade this morning on SYM. We were able to capitalize on a 5% swing this morning. If you'd ever like to tune on into our daily live trading sessions, it's going to be the second link in the description down below. I'd love to see you there at Market Open. And friendly reminder, we have a full demo on our new AI tool, Prophecy AI. It's the first link below to go have a look. So take a look here. They are selling down about 10% today, dropping from about $99 a share on the 20th to now down to about $63 a share. As you can tell, they're not the only company that's seen the sell down today, but that they are potentially making this run back to the 200-day moving average. When they have made these big runs up into very high levels, like back here in 2025, from January until April, they sold all the way down to $15 a share. You see that? Big sell down here. And they hit the 200-day moving average. They continued their rally. They sold all the way down from 73 back down to that 200-day moving average at 40 before continuing back up. Now this time they surged all the way to 99. If they sell down to the 200-day moving average once again, which is not something that's too far off now after this big dip, you may see them land around 50 to 60 bucks a share, which would be more sell-offs from here. The very conservative approach would be below 50, but that would be below the 200-day moving average. Why are they selling off so much right now? Well, when we're looking at RKLB stock, a couple things to note. You have institutional ownership has been increasing related to the Mars deal. If you take a look here, Rocket Lab stock drops again today. Mars funding in focus. So Rocket Lab dipped not just because of the overall market dip here, but also because the funding for Mars. You can see this is very interesting that investors have been rethinking the longer term plays linked to NASA science missions. There was a minibus spending bill cleared by the House on January 8th, has been effectively gutted from NASA's Mars sample return program, slashing nearly all funding for future phases. So Rocket Lab CEO Peter Beck had earlier estimated the company could handle a Mars sample return for $4 billion. I think it was actually up to about $7 billion. And they were estimating, NASA was estimating it would be $20 billion. And then Rocket Lab said we could do between 3 to 7 or something. Well, that's $4 billion, so that's where he's at. Budget decisions in Washington tightened funding, which we have seen a tiny bit after the big beautiful bill. There's now been some tightening on the spending. That the stock could dive pretty fast. And even if Electron continues to perform well, that's something to watch out. Traders are zeroing in on one date. It's February 26th, which is when investors expect more clarity on Neutron's timeline and hints on how Rocket Lab intends to juggle launch frequency alongside its wider space systems and ambitions. What's crazy is that you have a large growing market of Rocket Lab that is the space tech market. And while you have them really targeting the pursuance of having a market share near SpaceX, they're always about 1/10 of the market as SpaceX. And as they've been continuing to grow, they still have had huge valuations. I mean, if you look at the current valuations compared to a company like Redwire, for example, which Rocket Lab has more infrastructure, but you still have $155 million in revenue. That's great. But when you look at the market cap, $35 billion market cap, $155 million in revenue, you're obviously playing a longer term picture of that they're rockets, that it's space tech, that it's going to be the frontier or is the frontier of the human race, and that we're going to see more investments, more value created. Who knows? Maybe some asteroid mining in the next 50 years would really surge things up. But you still have, the reality of it's a business, it is public, it is seeing that their revenue is at 155 million, which is not small. That's great per quarter. they're doing maybe 600 million this year, near $1 billion, and they got about $2 billion in assets. But if you look at that in tandem with the negative net income, just in a financial perspective, they are burning about 250 million a year, and they have about $1 billion in assets. So if you were to not see them raise more money or turn a profit in the next 4 years, then technically they wouldn't be able to, or the next year, they wouldn't be able to fund their operations unless they continue to raise some money. So what does that mean? Maybe you have their stock selling. Maybe you have any sale of stock that potentially goes down. Maybe you have outside raises that could happen, or you have government contracts and they continue to build based on contracts alone. But again, that is a little bit speculative. They have some really nice launches with Black Sky. You have launches with some new international space customers as well. And the idea is that they can continue to build the revenue enough to stay afloat and also increase their capital. And so net income negative, it's going to be hard to continue to do that without outside funding. That being said, they're an amazing company. They may have to sell some stock. You may see the stock fluctuate, and that's what's potentially, part of the reason here is the general market. But you have a 30% sell down, a 35% sell down now, and so targeting that 200-day moving average in the bear cycle as it's pulled below that EMA, that blue line, is oftentimes going to act as a support in a bullish environment or a resistance in a bearish environment. You can see that here. If we go back into the last time it was bearish, see it kind of holding below that blue line here. And right here, saw it cross as well, holding below this blue line. Not a good sign on that steep decline. But entries, are they lined up for the long term yet? If it's 10, 15 years and you want to see the company develop that way, then of course it doesn't matter. You continue to dollar cost average. If you're looking at the medium term, let's say, 3 to 6 month to 1 year trade, be careful. You might see some more downside. It seems that they are in a pretty heavy downturn at the moment, and you see them selling down pretty aggressively. So Rocket Lab is the perfect example of why most investors never capitalize, though, on long-term winners. They might be using old tools and they see some of the pullbacks and they just think that the volatility feels scary and they just sell out, and then they see it continue up in the long term. If you don't have a system, it can be tough. But when you plug in the same stock into an AI-driven analysis, just like this, the picture can change completely. You see, I could see the next week and it's looking fairly bearish. I can see the next month, right? This is not a new stock. It's just a new way to analyze it. I could see some of the longer term projections looking bullish. And look, we're using AI inside a Prophecy app, including Grok and OpenAI and Claude and Gemini. And if you want to get your hands on this opportunity, I'm doing a full demo. It's the first link in the description down below if you want to get your hands on this tool and get access for free into our daily live trading sessions that we have in StockMate Monday through Friday. See my entries and my exits in the first link below. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button. Do consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.